That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the single running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
To throw, it's back. Quick completion on the out route. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's a simple pitch and catch. That's called a stick route. It's a real quick out route in the middle of the field. The tight end's able to make the catch. Nice play.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's Lovett. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Colin.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team,
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
The Dogs have their offense in high gear. They'll go back to the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Pulls it, fired, complete.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got his man. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just ran over it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. There to make the stop, but they used the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he tacked on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Etienne.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep him in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Pelt. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Scanning the field, it's back. Into the end zone. And that pass intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's back. Finds his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Maffa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Maffa. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. To the air, it's Klubnik. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give. Keeps the legs moving. At the 45 on his way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive, looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing in a double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Evans. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Etienne. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Looking to buy time. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now.
It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Finds a crease at the 20. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Some would say run the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going up top here late in the game.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Pockets going deep. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that